hasn't landed their wall just yet. They're waiting for it. Avova shoulder peeking. And in the first information, and also this drum from FNATIC, gathering what's going on B on this first round.
Yeah, as they push round over to yellow box here, the wall comes up in response from G2. Try and keep him away, but Doma, he's already there with that first pick onto Mixwell. Nucky will get one onto Durka for that trade, and Avova, he's spraying through the smoke. He'll find Doma's dome. I'm going to back out now because FNATIC, they still need to plant that spike. They're not going to be able to very easily. Haven't really got much pushing power anymore. They've lost that Sage. They can't put up a wall. Magnum will be watching that flank take down Kellox. Back to a 3v3. They're just slowing things down once again.
Yeah, and it was very interesting, very useful, that lineup from Coldamenta, that recon that got so much info and allowed Avova to take down a kill. He is still full HP with a slight shield. Still, as you were mentioning, it's a 3v3. The spike, waiting on yellow, here on Mystic. Nuki's got this cleared up for himself, but they don't have the smokes anymore.
Spike
Yeah,
down,
he's got one
B.
pick as well now, turning around the corner. Knows that Bosa's pushed in. Bosa doesn't know he's there, though. That's a 3k now for Nuki. He's looking for his last one on Magnum. Magnum is going to have to fight off all of the players by himself because the spike is down on site. Takes a lot of damage there. Puts up the turret, trying to draw the flyer away, but not going to find that shot onto Nuki. For one, finds one shot, but it's not enough to do too much damage. And, well, 10 seconds left. Not much to do here. Magnum he'll find one head, though. But it's 4 seconds left. No chance to get down the spike, and he's going to have to take that kill as the final, the toll of the round.
He probably managed, okay, to save the Sheriff and also finish off Avova here. Nuki just wanted more, and he was so smart. I think he saw a little bit of the cape, so his cape just flying around, and he saw and he read the movement so beautifully. He was just maybe too greedy. He wanted the 4k for himself, but Magnum was just not having it. He's gonna save that Sheriff, and he's actually gonna give it to Doma, I think, or Deke. I don't know exactly. Somebody he dropped it to someone, but it's gonna be an eco for them. Really well weighted for G2. As I was saying, I feel like Coldamenta was with speed with that recon, giving them all the info and forcing them back with one less. Be clean for them. Oh, and Ducky opening it.
Yeah, Ducky uses that Sheriff to full advantage. He's going to take an opening pick and try and get them well into this round. They have the lower economy, so they really do need to make those opening picks happen before they can get in. Durka's good for the second. Onto Nucky now, which gives them, well, a two-man advantage. And as they head through into Kitchen here, they're going to be looking to get that spike down soon. G2 are spread thin across the map because they have to still cover all of the sites, and it's now just a game of cat and mouse where FNATIC, they're looking for those last picks, try and get themselves some map control, get that spike down.
Yeah, and Avova feels like he's safe with this wall, but he doesn't know that they've got it into Kitchen. He's going to have to fight for his life here. It's going to be pretty hard. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a big pick for Bosa. They're going to get on site now, get a spike down. Get all the way back, and they've still got every member alive, even though a few of them are on lower health. There comes the heal up. Now they're all back on full health, and they can just guard this in whatever way they want. It's Coldamenta and Mixwell to try and take this all back. Fake defuse. Not gonna catch any of them out, but Mixwell takes 2 picks onto Magnum and Doma. Still just trying to find these last ones, but they still have the burden of trying to defuse the spike, and Durka, he'll come up with that 4k, finish everyone off, and it's a lovely round for FNATIC there.
Yeah, and it was an eco, and just that Sheriff was enough for Deke to take 4 of the players of G2. As we were saying here in this replay, Mixwell obviously just trying to get that utility used on the post plan, pushing in, getting 2 kills, but just wasn't enough. It was a full eco for them, except for those Sheriffs, so it's pretty clean, and they obviously need to say thank you, Deke, for what you just did, because it was beautiful with that mini operator on his hands. Now it's going to be G2 who needs to put on this eco, and looks like FNATIC is going to give us some of what they gave us earlier today against Guild. They're going to be pretty insistent on this A site.
Oh, Kellox, though, massive with the Sheriff once again. It's really that game of who can find the head first. Kellox, he's showing he can do it. Doma accidentally hit spacebar there, but he is going to land a couple of shots onto Kellox. Kellox looking for the clean up there, but he'll get away because of that Al drone now. Throwing all of the extra weapons off the map. You don't want G2 to get any of those into the icy depths. Unlucky.
Yeah, you know what Kellox has, but you don't want Avova getting a Spectre. No firepower for you this round, G2. And again, they're taking mid control. Kolamenta is just waiting, and they're not going to take the tube into kitchen where Nuki was waiting. G2 grouping up, rotating towards A, and Kolamenta keeps a shot.
Oh, Nuki though, he's going big. He's going to look for his second. Nope, Boaster, he'll clean up that last part, but Koldamenta's turning around the back. Kellogg's has found one. Magnum has cleaned up Kellogg's there. It's 2 players left on G2. Oh, Magnum, no! He gets one, but Koldamenta's there with the running headshot with the classic finish it out.
Oh, running and right click. What else do you need? I mean, you have 27 HP. What are you gonna do? The movement from G2 was smart enough. And what is going on? There's 2 rounds that actually one looked for FNATIC, went for G2, and the previous round was just the opposite. Jesus, the movement, as I was saying, was just smooth for them, and Kellogg's getting those 2 kills were obviously very important for them. Didn't care quite. That mid control, we were not seeing it so prominent against Scale. There's something that did definitely change it, because they don't want to sound and feel the same as they were earlier. They cannot allow them on themselves.
Well, they send out that Alv drone. That's going to push away all of the G2 players back into the B site now. FNATIC, they're rethinking their strategy. Out comes a Blade Storm there. They're going to head over towards A now, coming around through their spawn. Avova's got that overwatch of that angle. He's going to look for the first thing onto Boaster. No, Boaster's just going to spray him down, get back in that tunnel. He's going to heal himself back up. Put that wall down, make sure nobody's following him. But Durka, he's got those knives out, and he's heading towards A. It's just Nuki here, trying to defend that angle. Making sure nobody's getting through, but what else can you do? Well, out comes the Empress. He's going to try and do all of the first work himself. He takes that first pick onto Durka. He's not going to find anything with the knives. Look, he's turning back around the corner looking for a second. Nope, he's going to head back out. Out comes a lockdown. That's going to push away the G2 players. The spike will go down.
Oh, whoa. And Kello's there. He's having some trouble, but the round is still not over. The spike has gone down, though, on A. We're going to see a lot of A during this match. Get ready, Twiggy.
Yeah, look, he's trying to make more happen with that Empress. As many picks as possible before the time runs out. Now Boaster, he's holding this angle. Mixwell found Doma in the meantime, but Boaster will spray down Avova. He's trying to spray down the rest of the team. He'll find another one through the smoke onto Mixwell. Nuki takes down Magnum, but Mystic with a snakebite has already taken down Kellogg's. The 2v2. Oh, Koldamenta, he's big with the classic once again. It's just Mystic now. No more snakebites to speak of. And Spike is around the corner, so he's actually going to have to push all the way through. Nuki's already found half. He's going to have to find this pick, though, and he does just in time. The 3k will just about allow him to get that defuse off.
Literally just in time. There's 2 things that you cannot allow on Koldamenta's hand. Well, actually 3. One is the classic. He has it by default, so I'm very sorry. But the Aris and the Odin, he just loves them. He takes a lot of advantage out of this gun. We're actually seeing the Odin on him. And Nuki here, I feel like the Empress was just right on time, finishing Durka and just not allowing FNATIC to take full control of A side. It was so easy to retake that power, and just one by one they were falling to G2. Only gonna see Boaster allowing himself to buy that Phantom, but it's not gonna be much more for FNATIC. Spectres and SMGs. Also Avoba is what he's gonna have. He has to run back. No wall use. He needs to save it for later if they plant onto B. And I told you it was going to be a lot of A, but as I was saying, also, they don't want to repeat what they already tried against Guild. Also, G2 decided to start defending. It was one of their pending homework. They've been working on it because this is late.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 rounds already, and they've really brought it back from a couple of tough situations now. But FNATIC, they're heading towards B for the most part. This is the team obviously they put up those walls, or that wall, the other wall. Lovely, it's a nice parallel little line there from the 2 teams, trying to cut off different areas of the map. Kellogg's has actually used the Blade Storm, and he's going to try and hold down this angle himself, make sure nobody's getting in for free. But the FNATIC team, they're taking it slow once again. 2 players over towards A. They've used the Alv drone over there to try and find out if anybody's on site, which there isn't. They might actually use that info to their advantage and head back over there, but the rest of the G2 team there, they've heard that Alv drone. They're heading over there, but the rest of the FNATIC team, they're going to take B for free.
Yeah, and this is a consistent fake. We're seeing the rotation, and Nuki here is going to find Magnum anytime soon. He's going to finish him off. But still, I mean, G2, they're moving already into mid because they're like, oh, there's nothing happening. Oh my god, it's being planted, and it's definitely not on A.
Planted.
Yeah. They know that the Alv drone was used, so they know that there must be the Sova still there, at the very least. But, well, the spike is planted now, so there's more pressing matters at hand. They're going to head over towards B now, try and take this site back from the FNATIC players, but They've already got nice post-plant positions. They've used that Viper's Pit to try and keep them well away. Evova's going to be the first to push into it, or not. It's being a little slow with it. No, Mixwell, he was watching A that time. He'll take down Boaster. Now it's the rest of the G2 squad. They're going to try retake this whole thing, but it's difficult when there's a Viper's Pit. Nobody's finding any picks. Kellogg tries to find one, but he's actually not going to take down the kill. Nucky will find it in the end. Now Doma, he's taking down Avova. The time is ticking down. It's just Doma alive, but how much can you do here? Oh no, they're not going to get it. Doma just sprays him down and finds the headshot in the end. Gets the 3K. And I mean, it was scrappy, but they won the round.
Oh god. That was so close. Doma couldn't find the kill here just yet. He needed the classic, but it was enough. There was not enough time for G2. And it was actually pretty smart of them. We saw Calyx clearing up all the exits of that Viper's Pit to make sure where they were playing. They were either in or out, so if they're not out, they're definitely in. Still no time for G2. They were, you know, still pinning on Boaster coming in from A. Oh man, oh man. I mean, I have to say that FNATIC though, even though they all died, they still managed to force G2 into rotations they didn't want to take part of. That probably gave them the round.
Yeah, well, Doug is trying to take this round now. They're actually going to really take that momentum, try and push them well out of A site here now. Alex, he's holding it down with the Marshall. Try and find that first pick. Doma's already got the spike down. Now he's pushing through. He's picked up a Phantom. Mixwell has already found Durka there and spraying down. No, Doma will take down the kill first, even while he was healing. Turning back round, he's going to find Cold Dementor. Avova's there for the trade, but it's a 3v2 now in the favor of FNATIC. They've already got the spike down. They've got a Sova and a Viper to hold it down.
Yeah, but Avova's got a rest here. I don't know if he wants to go for it, because they still have to work on that time. See if Mixwell can find something here, but obviously, that post plant is gonna be very hard for them. They need to wait until the specific moment. See, Boaster here is gonna fall off.
Last player standing.
It's just a series of abilities, of utility, and it's gonna be...
Yeah, not much you could do on the side of G2 there. They had to push out that whole location, and well, FNATIC, they had it covered that whole time. So they're going to take that third round, and G2 are using a timeout now.
Yeah, and one of the things that I said yesterday about G2 against FanPlus is with the timeout, the tactical pause was just coming in too late. This one is early, but I think it's spot on, because what happened on this past 2 rounds, it cannot be repeated. They need the time, because obviously they can see that FNATIC has this composition to play post-plant, and they need to make sure that they have pushed deep enough for that not to happen. They didn't have the time. Aboba did have the res, and they could have taken that a 3v3. They have retrieved some of the rifles, but time was just not on their favor. And obviously, it's something that they need to talk about. How are they going to push them up? How are they going to have the presence all over it for FNATIC not to feel comfortable enough to just go and play post-plant? I was telling you we were going to see a lot of A. That was not the case, but still, this is the reason why you don't want FNATIC just planting on A almost freely.
Where are we on the map right now? Taking a ride on the, Huh. It's a server room.
We're just...
Oh, lovely.
We're just luggage. That's what we are.
Yeah. Wee.
It's
Hippo
just
happy.
Mel flexing
Yeah, look at her.
her
Jeez.
observer skills.
Amazing.
Oh, isn't
Well-
she great?
Absolutely. Well, round's about to start now as FNATIC. They're going to try and keep up that momentum they have. Unfortunately, they haven't really been able to buy up all the way. They did lose a few players in the last few rounds, which means that their economy has been kept fairly low, but they're going to head up mid, try and find those G2. Oh, and they will, but over there with the spray down. Back to a 3v3 just about after Mystic takes that last one down, but there's a res. Kellox is coming in from behind, though. FNATIC don't know that they've got there that quickly, but it doesn't matter. They're going to head into kitchen as quick as possible. Cold Dementor, no, he's spraying him down with the Hunter's Fury. He'll find a lot of damage, no kills, unfortunately, but it's actually given FNATIC the idea that there might be people coming in from behind, and Kellox is taken down. Cold Dementor is there as well. They know they're there, but spraying down onto Doma. Now the wall comes up, and I'll keep him well away. Stay away from my team.
Yeah, and it was nicely all used by Doma coming in for the rest in that position. Of course, it was Kellogg's coming from behind. This is just not over.
Not at all. Durka's got through onto site now. Mixwell trying to keep himself alive by using all this, but the Hunter's Fury will keep him in the corner. Boaster will take him down immediately, and he's waiting for Coldamenta to get all the way around. They haven't actually figured out that he got through onto site yet, but it doesn't really matter. It's 3v1. Coldamenta's going to have to go massive on this. He wants to clutch it up. He will take down the first one onto Mystic, but down onto 11 HP. He's going to have to find those heads if he wants to clutch out this round. We'll see him turn around the corner looking for this, but Spike is in such a great place for Durka to defend, and Boaster will finish him off from behind in the end.
Boaster was just hungry for that kill. He said, you know, I'm just going to clear mid for you. I'm just going to do it in a different way. He didn't actually use all the 3 charges of that Hunter's Fury. We just saw G2 trying to be more aggressive. Abova and Nuki, they just didn't expect to find FNATIC so close up to that tube. He was even out, but Kaquka with that push, he was just trying to give some support to his team, but he was just too late and definitely did not spec Doma on the other side of the Viper wall. Another rough position for G2. See what they can pull out on this round, because it looks like it's gonna be a stack on B, and Avoba, oh yes, run. You better run.
Yeah, G2 has stacked up those sheriffs, looking for as many headshots as possible on this one, so we'll see how many. We'll keep count, but yeah, they're really going to have to find it well before FNATIC can get all the way through. Out comes the recon. Dark's not going to find anybody because of the wall. Kept them well cut off. The wall goes down. Oh no, Doma. He used it to get up. He'll find 1 pick, 2 picks, 3 picks. Coldamenta cutting off the blood flow in the end, but Doma's just done so much for the FNATIC team to keep well away G2, and only 1 pick has come out on the side of G2. They need to get as many weapons out the hands of FNATIC as they possibly can, because this is where it counts for FNATIC to keep up that economy. Kaquka, 2 clean shots onto Durka there. And now G2, well, they have to retake the spike at this point. Down goes the smoke. It's not going to hide him. Magnum flying to the head of Coldamenta, and it's just down to Kaquka on a lovely amount of HP. But he's going to be kept well away. The recon dart from Boaster stops him from getting through onto site. There's not enough time, and Magnum will spray him down in the end. 5-3 now to FNATIC.
Yeah, he didn't line up that dash, but it was around the Wii. Presupposed it was going to be for FNATIC, but that transfer from Doma taking out 3 of the G2 players. He almost took most of the work. You see, Kaquka here that spot an operator. It was going to be a quick round, but still, they get some value out of it. We've seen the replay here. 1 for Avoba just trying to use this contour wall, but just not enough. What a beautiful transfer. You're going to get sick if you're my reaction to 6 shots. I'm like a baby, you know? I'm like, Sometimes it's just...
I don't know if your baby should be going, ah! But, you know.
Spanish babies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Maybe it is just different around there, yeah. Well, Kaquka, he'll look for that first pick, but it's going to keep him well away with that orb there. Still got to find one with the operator. Picked up now. They've afforded themselves some nice weapons. Durka, though, comes straight through onto Avova, takes down that first pick. They're going to head through onto B. Try and push well away the rest of the G2 team. Out comes the Empress.
Yeah, here comes the Empress, and he's got great results with it. And definitely trying to even out this 4v5 situation that is actually going to be a 3v5. Also, the Viper's Pit that's going to go away on any moment unless Mixwell comes back. And FNATIC now taking mid. Oh, Mixwell was too late. Not much use out of it. And the Empress also going to run away if...
Yeah.
Run out if they don't... If he doesn't get a kill.
Brutal. Yeah, they're going to lose 2 ults and 4. Pretty much nothing at this point. Doma sat inside the snake bite, is going to put down that spike and get well away in time. Has the heal available, so they can... Actually, don't know if they have the heal available. I don't remember. No, not for 16 more seconds, but... Ooh, that lovely gap in the wall might actually find him a pick. Nope, the Leer is going to draw his attention away. Mixwell will clean up that kill now. And they're going to try and get through onto site, but... the Killjoy is still on the side of FNATIC. They can keep him away from that one, as well as the Sova and the Viper. Lots of lineups might come through at this point, but it's 3 players on the side of G2 to try and push them away. They're not actually pushing out the FNATIC team yet, so...
They have to give up.
Yeah.
Kaquka needs to save that operator, and they know, as I was telling you earlier, that if they don't have pressure on the map, and FNATIC does this, and they don't have their back, and G2 is not able to lurk and just push them away of that free position to play post plant, there's not much that they can do because there's no time. I mean, with all those abilities, and obviously Kaquka and the rest of the team need to prioritize what's gonna happen on the next round. So we're gonna see. It's a pretty strong attack from FNATIC. That's what we were expecting. It wasn't that strong against Guild earlier. Maybe some Some people have underestimated Guild. Oh, shit. A big fan of Guild.
Hey, you can check my Twitter. I posted a tweet like a week ago saying that Guild would win against FNATIC. You can check it and read it and weep because.
He asked me yesterday, and I said Gil was gonna take the series.
Well, we're just both very smart people then.
Just are.
Yeah,
Especially just like FNATIC here, taking Kitchen. Coldament is gonna find them at any point. This drone is gonna give a lot of information. At least 2 of the players of FNATIC were spotted.
Oh, yeah, and the recon bolt will hit Durka as well, but Boaster, he's going for the first headshot onto Kellogg's, not taking much damage as well. He's going to back all the way out. Now Doma, he's holding down mid, he might actually find his first pick, but not before Mixwell can take down Durka. And another one onto Doma. What's happening? Avova takes down Magnum as well, and it's just Boaster at this point. He's detained one player, but it's too late. 1v4. Picks up the operator, gonna have to try and defend his location at this point. Oh no, he's gonna keep it away from the G2 side. Oh no, not a good location. Oh, and he's been caught out.
Yeah, it's not really looking good for him. We can already count the 4th on G2's score. How did the Mixwell situation happen? Because we know Mixwell loves mid on Icebox, so it's something that you need to deny, especially on G2's attack. But how Doma did not see that, because he literally just shot his teammate on Kitchen, so on that window. So that wall was unexpected, and definitely Mixwell finishing the job off was too good for G2. They needed this round, obviously, to get a little bit more calm. They need some air to breathe, and probably this round is going to be a game changer for them. Both Viper walls located already on the map. So Coloment is going to take some information here on to mid. Coloment's lineups are just something out of this world.
Absolutely. I do love seeing all the lineups that people come up with at this level of the game, you know.
Colomente goes for all lineups. Omen, Sage, just everything. He's really invested into studying those.
Oh no, Boaster! Oh, neither of them die. Never mind. Alex will get away. He'll be caught out there, but there's not much you can do for Boaster there. He doesn't know where the players are. And oh no, Durka won't land the knives. Nucky will take that one down. And it's down to a 4v5 now. In the favor of G2. G2 trying to hang on to this half, try and make it back to 6-6. And if FNATIC lose this round, which Doma is trying to prevent with that res, it's going to be difficult for them to buy up into the next one. But Mystic, he's taking down Coldeminter. That's a big opening. And out comes the Viper's Pit to try and get the spike for free now. The rest of the team is going to have to come all the way through spawn. Doma trading some shots with Avova. Neither of them hit them. It's just warning shots. Yeah, oh, there it is. Oh, but Magnum, he's coming in from mid. No way! Avova turns around in time. Boaster's there with the trade, but oh, the Hunter's Fury from Coldeminter. No, he's stuck in there. Boaster will finish him off. The copy is taken down, and down goes the spike as well. Back to a 4v3. FNATIC trying to win this one. There's Boaster with his 3rd onto Mixwell. Trying to look for that 5k. Not sure if it's an ace because of the res, but Kellogg's trying to prevent this. No. Just sneak around. Ships passing in the ocean. Can't quite push into the Viper's Pit. You might want to save this weapon up for the next round.
Yeah. He doesn't have to use the next round because he's got his ultimate. But he definitely, any other player from G2, is going to be able to enjoy this Vandal. He manages to save it. He does find the kill onto Boaster. Nice shot there. So it's not going to be enough. And this is going to be the 7th round for FNATIC. Playing pretty clean, I have to say. I mean, that's great. It still is going to be the round for FNATIC.
Yeah, in the end, by an inch or a mile, they won the round. All good. Doma sitting up there. Ooh, ooh, no! Doma! Ah, Nucky will get his last kill on that one. But yeah, again, FNATIC won the round at the very least.
Yeah, Mixwell was just getting the ground ready for Avova to get that rest. He managed to get the kill, Magnum, but it was just not enough. Oh man, and I have to say, also Nuki taking down Deke with his ultimate. I feel like both the times that Deke has had it has been Nuki who has put him out of his misery. Still not being enough, and we're heading onto this last round of G2's defense. Goes with the operator, pretty aggressive here.
That really, he really wanted to hit that one at that point. When you aggress up that far and you don't land that shot, that's a difficult situation. Now they know. Operator is in use, but he's got the Blade Storm as well. A lovely arsenal of weapons, and he's going to use them to full effect, spray him down onto Magnum, and nobody from FNATIC knew he was there, so... Oh, he's looking for a second onto Mystic. No, not quite going to get it. Just one knife left. Well, he's going to back up, but that's a brilliant opening pick for them.
Yeah, definitely. Give him some comfort, and 40 seconds off this round. Now they're moving on to taking mid control. Again, Calyx with this operator, making sure he's useful from beginning to end of this round. Oh, that is just great.
Ouch. Calyx will take down Mystic there. Keep the FNATIC team well away. Keep them fearful of the G2 side. Obviously, I feel like they're already relatively fearful. They lost the series 2-0 to them, but, I mean, doing their best to come back into this one, but G2 telling them, no, you're not going to do that too easily. Oh, there goes Boaster onto Calyx. Calyx turning around the corner with the knives out. Yeah, well, now, FNATIC, they're going to get the plant down, and oh, Durka will take down Nucky as well, take it back to a 3v3. Boaster using the Hunter's Fury to try and zone away the rest of the G2 side. Doesn't know quite where they are, so he's going to just try and keep them out of the A site. See some speculation going on with the pings on the minimap there, but Avova, he's going to lead the charge into the site. Durka holding that, trying to hold down that angle. I'll go the pings, looking for the first pick. Durka, he has to look at 2 angles. There's not enough space to work with. Doma, he'll take down Avova, but there's 2 players left on the G2 side, and they're coming in from the other side. Coldamenta with the Odin, looking for that first pick. He's going to fake the defuse, not fake the defuse, he's going to stick it, but he'll take the trade onto Doma now. It's just Coldamenta though, and Durka, he's good for the headshot. 8-4 in the half to FNATIC.
Wow, how are they managed to turn that around? Calyx double kill was just not enough. Definitely FNATIC wanted this round for them. Obviously, they won every round for them, but that was so nicely executed, how they committed onto something that they've done multiple times on their attack, but it was just, you know, it was their safety net. If they wanted to try something, it had to be on A. And it worked for them, even on a 3v5. Wow, that was just great. See what they can do on their defense here. And also see what G2's prepare with this double duelist. That definitely needs to give them this extra aggression we were talking about. Nuki and Calyx being this cute couple for today.
Aww, they're on their honeymoon in Icebox. Well,
I mean, I would pick another destination if I was
yeah,
on
I'm
my
really
honeymoon.
not sure I'd want to go for a honeymoon. No, this is for some people. Some people like
Maybe.
the cold.
I'd like to go to Breeze. But
Yeah,
FNATIC
Breeze,
banned
yeah.
it. Oh, maybe it was a hidden message there.
Yeah, maybe they just, they're banning that honeymoon location. Well, Avova's going to put up the wall, try and get that spike down and go. Oh no! Caught in the snake bite. Oh, unlucky. Well, that's actually a really good pick for FNATIC. Not only does it open it up for them, it gets the spike stopped from going down, and that means the wall is pretty much unavailable at this point. Magnum, he's trying to come through, take a pick onto Coldamenta, but the shots will land either side of him like a magician's knife trick. No, Calyx will finish off that kill onto Magnum. Mystic onto Mixwell. Durka's coming in from behind. I think Nucky knows this. Oh, and so does Calyx with the headshot, but spike is down. Out goes the wall in return. But, oh no, Mystic can't hold it down, and Coldamenta will finish it off.
Just on that small breach, that's all the view that he had. And actually, FNATIC was playing it correctly here. They knew that obviously they had to deny the plant, but also they needed to push from the back if they want to prevent that post plant to take place. Pretty smart for them, still not enough, and we're gonna give this round to G2. Calyx here, that wasn't having the best map of his life, but definitely with the start on their attack, it's looking pretty good for them. Full Spectres, and on to a nice attack on A. On the other hand, we're gonna see pretty much of a half a stack of FNATIC onto B. So you're looking for that push, also pushing into mid. Not gonna find much here, G2 on A, waiting for them.
Go see Aldrin, try and figure out where they are, but again, it's they don't know. Pepe laugh. No, they're going to get onto site for free. Calyx is clearing every corner, just making sure nobody is lurking around the corners, but FNATIC, they've started coming in from behind. Coldamenta doesn't know Magnum's there. Magnum will find the kill onto him as well, which opens up the round for FNATIC. Now, the spike does go down on the side of G2. Nucky's going to take some full damage there, unfortunate. 15 off of the health count, but FNATIC, they've started coming in. They picked up one weapon. Mixwell's trying to spray him down, takes down Magnum, the lowest health player on the team. Bosa's going to come through immediately with the classic, though, trying to find that first pick onto Mixwell. Calyx and Nucky, they'll take down Doma and Durka. Mixwell takes down Mystic, and unlucky Boaster. It's all you by yourself. Oh, that headshot onto Mixwell, brilliant, but Nucky, he'll finish it out in style. Absolutely in style.
Zipping in. Just sliding. Let me get this kill. Definitely very fun to watch. It's a round that we expected to go for G2, but they still lost 2 of those Spectres. They're going to keep it I mean, I don't expect them to do a full buy here. They're gonna keep it this bonus as what it is, a bonus. Round that we expected for them, and it would be so big for G2 to get this next round. Seeing FNATIC kind of awaiting what's gonna happen probably on A. Looking again for those close quarters to just be long is just so long and tedious for a Spectre. So you're trying to get the orb.
Oh, he got it. Lovely. That's a nice addition. I don't remember how many he's on. I didn't quite look at it as they turned around. Oh, Kellogg's, he's stuck in between a Lear and a wall there. He's looking for anything. What's going on? Well, how many abilities are going to be used over here? That's so much utility expended just to try and keep away the G2 team now, but, well, I mean, they've got the wall down, and they'll get that spike down if over. He'll plant that. They're going to have to come all the way through again. Magnum, he'll find Kellogg. Boaster onto Nookie now. It's a 3v5. Oh, 3v4. Never mind. Coldamenta finds Boaster and holding down this angle. No, Magnum is quicker with the headshot. Doma takes down Mixwell. Magnum, he'll get his third. I'll take the round now for FNATIC. 9-6.
Yeah, G2 managed to get the plan, but this is something that FNATIC is just an expert at. They were also close in the map on their backs. They just didn't have the opportunity after the plan to just get away from the point. Magnum today he's been having a great day. He always has. He's a great player. We know that. But even with that loss against Guild, he was shining. He was just bright on some of the plays. He was consistent. That is definitely something that you want on a player. And now this is a round that counts actually as double, because if G2 loses this one, they're probably gonna go into an eco again. Still, Kellex appears with that operator. He's gonna go for an aggressive pick here. Let's see if he can find something.
He's looking. No, nobody's peeking though. I think they know probably that Kellex was saving up that last round. Managed to afford that operator, and yeah, nobody from FNATIC's playing too high up. They're not going to get caught out by that just yet. Kellex taking his time, peeking every corner though, making sure he can try and find a pick. No. Well, they're heading towards A anyway. Coldamenta, he's going to move up tunnel over towards Kitchen here, but Kellogg's, he has found his first pick onto Boaster there. Unfortunately, we didn't see it, but oh, it's an opening for them. They can't quite get into sight yet. They haven't cleared every angle, but it's a very good first pick for them now. FNATIC, they're just going to have to try and keep it all back with the 2 members remaining on site.
You see the full potential of that Viper wall, denying most of Kellex vision. He does manage to pull the first one, and G2, after 1 minute has already passed, they're moving on to B, and Coldamenta here, only with the Spectre, is gonna find Doma pretty soon.
Eventually. Doma almost got that weapon out, I thought for a second. Oh, Nookie, he'll take down Durka as well now. Magnum, he's looking for that second pick. No, Nookie, he'll find another one. And, well, G2 have pretty much closed out this round at this point, I say. Hoping that Mystic will prove me wrong, because it would make a really nice storyline and I could scream loud, but no. Oh, Coldamenta, he's playing with his feelings. No. Looking from the other side. Kellogg's, he'll finish it off.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Coldamenta just wanted the Vandal, and he was like, hey, teammates, do you mind, like, getting this for me or helping me out with this one? But it was crucial, that first kill from Coldamenta, and this is why you want Nikki on Reyna. You need to give Nuki this kind of freedom. He is not the kind of player that, of course he is a team player, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be on G2, but you don't need him to be as free as a Jet. But you need him to be free and, like, explore the map and know that he is completely free to look for those duels. Because look at the firepower he's got. You get the first one, obviously you can suck the life out of a dead body and get the next one. And he's just so steady on his shots. So definitely, I think there's more value on that one. And here we're seeing a tactical pause, a timeout from FNATIC. After this round, I told you that it was a round that counted double, but it was also because, you know, it's the first rounds with the full buy for both the teams. They kind of describe a lot of what you're going to see for the rest of the map. And of course, it's not over. G2 are down 2 rounds, but still the difference is not that big. So maybe need to think about what they're going to do and how they're going to use those ultimates.
Yeah. Difficult now for FNATIC, for sure. Well, they've They've got that lockdown. They've got that Hunter's Fury. Two ults that are very good at denying positional advantages at the very least. But on G2, you do have the Res available. You have the Blade Storm and you have the Empress, which I can assume Nucky will use to great effect as he does have that 2.0 KD, the 16 and 8. Kelox is looking for his first pick. Durka, he's coming all the way through and he'll take a nice angle. Oops, made a little bit of a noise. I think they know he's there, unfortunately, and they're going to close in on his position. No, they don't know he's there. No, Mixwell! Oh, no, he doesn't know. Avova will trade out the kill in accordance, but yeah, they do have the res available, so they don't lose a weapon, but a nice kill for... Oh, ouch! That's a lot of damage with the shock dart. They will get the orb for it, though. Worth. Well, there comes the res. Nucky, he's holding that flank down, takes down Magnum, and it's Oster who has to try and defend the site by himself. Looking around for anything. Oh, knows the lineup.
I think he's looking around, but he, as a Sova player, he knows exactly where he's looking at.
I heard he has a folder that's several gigabytes large of lineups that other teams use. Yeah. In his, imagine he's committed it all to memory. He's just got the biggest brain. He's peeking over, looking for that pick. Oh, he will find not quite the head of Avova, but he'll stop that. Oh, what? Mystic?
What?
Menta takes down Boaster, but Mystic, who obviously can see through walls, has taken down one. No, Mixwell will finish it out, but Mystic, I mean, that was just a flex, I feel like.
Maybe he timed it, because we weren't actually seeing if the Viper wall was up or down. It just came out. Let's see, because I want to see. You can... Okay, never mind, it was just a 6 shots.
How do you... Okay, yeah, sure. You know what, Mystic? Yeah, go for it. Showing us exactly what he's capable of with the brain the size of the galaxy, obviously. Well, they're going to be able to buy up this round at least.
Yeah, and Dirk is actually going to buy that operator. And that previous round, although we actually was saying that they are probably hurt Dirk falling out, he managed to take Mixwell. They forced, obviously, to use that resurrection, but G2 still has 4 ultimates to play on this round, as we were remarking. Giving them a little bit of space, also controlling what's going on mid. He's gonna find that drone from Boaster. They've got a lot to work with, so see how they do.
Well, FNATIC, they're doing well at holding their positions at the very least so far. Kelox is moving up, but he can't really find any positional advantage because he has to keep checking several angles, as he can't really push up too far with that operator. Doesn't really have... Oh, out comes the Viper's Pit on A. That's a late usage for FNATIC, but I mean, probably a good idea, since the rest of G2, they're pushing over towards A, and they're going to have to plant inside that if they want to get over there. Or to the left. They can plant to the left as well, but that's being held from CT.
Yeah, and of course they've sold mid almost completely. And if Dirk is not seeing them on long B, they gotta be somewhere. Kelox is what they have. He has this position here. Let's see what he can do with the operator.
Well, they're actually just going to take the orb back all the way out. They don't really want to contest that Viper's Pit. But there's only 30 seconds left, and I think Boomer is holding that mid position. Kelox now! Durka! Oh. Ouch. And he's coming all the way through. Ooh. Find the shot onto Domo. He's actually in an awkward position now, but yeah, Domo will take that one out, and there's not much time left at this point. They have to start planting right now. Oh no, Mystic wasn't looking the right way. He did take one pick down before Nucky killed him, but Menta will take down Domo as well, and now it's just Boaster in an awkward situation. Nucky's trying to hold down this. No, not gonna peek it. Well, Boaster will just about get away. Is he gonna try and get away, or yeah, okay, he is. Cool.
I mean, maybe G2, because we're gonna be onto the 9-9, so they don't want to risk losing any of those rifles. Boaster had his position given up by the Hunter's Fury. He actually did a great job running away from that one, clearing every angle as he's trying to save this Phantom, because this is a round that's gonna go for G2. And as I was telling you, even Kelox, even though he was with the operator, and of course it's not something that you see every day, someone just pushing operator in head, because that's hot. He actually found so much space for himself, and Durka, I mean, I don't know, because I feel like Magnum was kind of in charge of that kitchen place, but he just didn't have the information enough, and I was actually surprised that he did not hear the ultimate so close. He was just probably waiting for him to come through B long, but that was not the case, and that was just whole B for G2, and the rest, it was almost done.
Yeah, no. I mean, FNATIC, they're in such an awkward position at this point because rounds have been evened out, and they have to half buy into this round to try and stay all competitive. Boaster now, he's caught in this position. He'll take down Nucky before he gets sprayed down by Kellogg's in the end. And Mystic, oh, he's clean with the headshot. This time it's not through smoke, but it'll take down that kill either way, whether by an inch or a mile. A kill is a kill. Now it's 4v3. G2, I don't think they were expecting that much resistance pushing through into A.
Yeah. And it's not only as they push, it's as they've given up the rest of the map. We see Mixwell here trying to clear. He's telling his teammates, I'm holding mid here to wait for any kind of push. Doma has to join the party. He's only one orb away from that res. Let's see what Magnum can do here. Are they going to spec
They
him
don't
there?
know.
Oh,
No, the shots! No! Avova and Mixwell, they'll spray down Magnum and Doma. Now they can move over towards B for free at this point. And because G2... well, taking control.
It was calculated, okay?
Yeah.
He was not expecting a white pick. He was not expecting a Viper just running away with a utility on their hands. He was just waiting for someone to pick him.
Yeah, absolutely. Durka doesn't quite find that pick either. Using 2 knives, I think. Nope, 3 knives. He's got 2 available left. They do get the spike down now, G2, and it's time for Durka to try and find these picks. But nobody's peeking at this point. He can get through onto site. Oh, can he find the first one? Oh, he sees them. No, Coldamenter's there behind him. Mystic now trying to hold it down with the operator. He'll take 1 pick down onto Coldamenter. Nicely done. Knew he was still there now. Mixwell, he's holding this angle down from mid, and Mystic, he's going to have to clear 2 angles to even get a look at that spike. And nope, Mixwell, as the smoke dissipates, will find the head of Mystic.
Even though he's a Viper, he just loves mid. It's something that he just wants for himself. And did they manage to? Yeah, they retrieved that operator back onto Kellex. We're just seeing a lot of money on G2's bank right now. Of course, it was an eco for FNATIC, but at some point we actually thought it was gonna be for them. I was telling you, just not finding the shots onto mid. A smart decision from G2, that mid-round calling of just, let's just go back out of here with the Viper wall. We're not being as lucky as we would like to, so let's just go back. And now that they're not gonna have the Viper wall on A, at least at the beginning of the round, it's gonna be Doma having to use this wall pretty early. He doesn't have his rest, and he needs to find some coverage.
Oh, Durka found Kellogg's there, and that's the first pick for them. They needed that one quite sorely to keep away the G2 side at this point, but G2 are undeterred. They're going to still head over towards A. Durka looking for his second pick onto Mixwell there, doesn't quite find the target he's looking for. So G2, they get control of the site. Now FNATIC, they still have every member alive, though. They also have that res available. Okay. Nope, not anymore. No more res. And they take down Durka as well. Coldamenter going massive. Mixwell will take down Boaster too. It's just 2 members left on the FNATIC side. It's like whenever I say that they have a lot of members alive, everybody dies. And, oh, well, now... I mean, they can still try and retake this at this point. They do have the lockdown available, but they don't have angles that are really favoring them in this retake position, so they might back out.
Yeah, they might want to just save this Vandal and whatever Magnum has. I think it was very interesting how Mixwell used that cloud, that Viper cloud, because he knew that he could use it for post-plan, but he used it to isolate the information the FNATIC was getting, also to deny that pressure from the operator. It was just too smart. Also, he saw the operator, and we know Mixwell on his jet, so he said, oh, Kellis, you dropped this. Don't mind if I take it, right? I'm just gonna get a kill and just give it back to you on the next round. Clean from G2 on this execute onto A. They definitely are countering what FNATIC is proposing for this defense. Also, these shots from Coldamenter, come on.
Yeah, I think the spray down, he actually did see a pixel of the feet of Doma to spray him down through that corner of that smoke, and then the second one onto Durka really just sealed the deal now. They can buy up into this round, FNATIC, but you're 2 rounds down at this point, everything's on the line, and, well, if you lose this one, it's not really going to be looking so great for you in the last round of the game. They have 3 Spectres, full armor on 2 of those, and then 1 rifle and an operator, so Durka's going to have to go massive if he wants to keep away the G2 team. No, he's going to be tagged up by that dart. Ooh, going to have to duck away before Kellogg's takes his head off. Oh, very close. Oh, don't throw that one away. That's the biggest fake flash I've ever seen. Oh, he gets the position at the very least, but he's been tagged up by that recon dart, and he'll have to, well, just stay away from the FNATIC team for the time being now, pushing over to the wall, but, well, I mean, FNATIC, they're doing a decent job of keeping away the G2 side at the very least.
Yeah, but still, they got all that pressure. And look at Mixwell, as I was telling you on mid. We haven't seen him actually because he didn't want to abuse what knew that could be countered. But look at his position close to Kitchen, and it's going to be all his.
Oh, wow. Mystic
Yeah,
gets away.
that's what you
Mixwell will
get.
take down Doma. There you go. There it is. The Mystic he has to hold down B side now, and Kellogg's is taking down Durko. Most Bosa's there with the trade onto Mixwell at this point, but, well, they already have control of at least a little bit of B site here. G2, once this snake bite dissipates, they can go ahead and get that spike down. Out comes the wall. Down it goes, making sure that this time Bosa isn't there to take the head off of players trying to plant, but they haven't. Bosa, this time, he's behind. And Nookie has to keep checking that Mystic coming through for a pick. Sees the walls down, and he's going to get the kill there. Bosa, he'll take his first onto Nookie. 57 HP left, pushes around, doesn't quite find the kill onto Coldamenta, but to open things up a little bit for Mystic at the very least. If he finds these headshots, he can win this round, but he's going to have to clear every corner to get towards the spike. A few shots spray through the wall and take him down to 81 HP. He's looking for Kellogg's here, but Kellogg's is playing cat and mouse with him, not quite peeking every corner. He'll find the head of him in the end, but, well, time is ticking down. You have to push all the way through here, Mystic, and he's looking for a pick onto Yellow Box here. No, nobody's peeking. They're just waiting. They're just waiting as it ticks down. Tick, tick, tick. Oh, he finds a headshot, but it's through the wall. It's not enough damage to take the kill, and he's going to have to run away and save that weapon for the last round of the half, quite possibly.
Yes, and there's gonna be a lot of pressure onto FNATIC's shoulders right now because they have to win these next 3 rounds in a row. We were talking about the fact that FNATIC was the one that picked this map. They know that actually G2 was in the replay here of Kellogg's mix kicking because, I mean, Kellogg he's really young. He's only 18 years old. I think he turned 18 like this month or the previous one. And, you know, I mean, he's playing for G2 now. It's a lot of pressure on such a young person. Gonna see a timeout coming out from FNATIC. Obviously, they need to set up a new strategy for this last 3 rounds. What is going on? Why do we have that breach? Not the agent, but just a breach on Kitchen that Mixwell is able to just walk through. And also, they need to talk about what G2's gonna do for next round. Because obviously, they want to close up the map as soon as possible. They know they have the Viper Speed, they have the Resurrection, also Coldamenta with a Hunter's Fury. So it points out a little bit to A, we can say, especially with what we're saying of with the Hunter's Fury creating and generating all that space and forcing FNATIC to get out of sight and not being able to, you know, delay the plant. See what they got, because this could be devastating for them.
Could indeed. We do see 4 rifles on the side of FNATIC, but 2 of them, they only have half armor. And oh, there you go. He's going to pull out a Guardian in the end, but he's got absolutely no armor to work with if he wants to buy up some utility here. Now, we do have ultimates for Doma and for Magnum. They've still got that lockdown and that res that they haven't used in the last, I think, 5 or 6 rounds at this point, but 3 ults on the side of G2 there, the res, Hunter's Fury, and the Viper's Pit. So that means they can keep away, they can keep away the FNATIC side after they plant on one of the sites. A lovely ability to have, but FNATIC are going to have to play this one very reservedly. They don't want to lose that first player when G2 push through, because that means that they're going to have to retake with a man disadvantage, so they're playing it very passively.
Yeah, very slow. Slow and steady. That's how you want to play a round as important as this one. Viper wall. It's into the game. Also the wall, and it's probably going to be the same prevention. Oh no, Mystic is too far to prevent the plant, and now time is ticking for FNATIC. Are we going to see G2 actually playing post-plant?
Oh no, Durka, he doesn't know that he's there. No,
wow. Been here at least 2 or 3
every
rounds.
time. Yeah, Bosa pushes through into the smoke. Oh, he finds a headshot onto a Vova. That's a big pick to get. Mixwell in the meantime is taking down Magnum. Kellogg's one, and then it's the Hunter's Fury taking down Doma. Comes off massive, it's just Mystic. He takes down 1. He's looking for the second. That takes down the Viper's Pit at this point, but he doesn't have a lot of time left. It's a repeat of last situation. He was alive last, and he's looking for another one. Kellogg's no, he'll finish it out. G2 take the first map on Icebox against FNATIC.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful win from them. The defense were pretty even, but this attack with the double duelist, this is the reason. I was telling you during the match, this is the reason why you want Nuki on a duelist, and especially if it's Reyna here and it's backed up, but the rest of it's just a great team. Obviously, individually, they've proven it. And GG's to them. They got the first one, FNATIC's pick. FNATIC now in a tough position. They've gone from, fighting Sentinels for the title of the best in the world, and now to this.
Yeah, this is definitely a tough situation at this point. If they have to fight their way back through challenges too, and they're going to have to come through open qualifiers. This time they don't get a spot in close qualifiers straight away if they drop out of here, so difficult situation now at this point. And it was their map pick, which is another, you know, I mean, we do see it
They
a lot
weren't solid
that a team will
today.
take,
It was risky.
yeah.
It was risky.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, Nucky playing the basically just the Killjoy, the Sentinel herself, just sitting at the back as the turret waiting for flankers that time, and worked out for them very well. G2 take the first map, and we're just going to go to a quick break before we get into the second map. So don't go anywhere, this is incredibly exciting.